Hey guys, my name's Christy Lee. Today's video is going to be all about my 2022 plant wish list. This is not an extensive list. There are so many beautiful plants that I want in my collection. If you guys don't know, I am in the process of turning an old shed into an indoor jungle. And my goal for next year is to complete this transformation. When I walk in here, I really want it to feel like I am entering into a tropical rainforest slash jungle. But this is 15 of the plants that I would really like to secure over the next year. So the first plant on my 2022 wish list is the Spathiphyllum Picasso peace lily. Now, I already have the Spathiphyllum Domino, which is also a variegated peace lily, but the variegation on this guy is more mottled, and I want the more sectoral variegation. I think it's really pretty. There's a lot more white. Since I can't afford a variegated Monstera, I figured a variegated peace lily would do. Plus, they are a lot easier to care for. The second plant on my 2022 plant wish list is the alocasia pink dragon. I already have the gray dragon, which is beautiful in and of itself, but the pink dragon is just, I think we can all agree that pink plants are just amazing. Like, God is an amazing artist. Number 3 on this wish list is going to be the Alocasia Caprea Red Secret. It's another beautiful alocasia. I'm really loving alocasia this year, and I would love to add a lot more. Number 4 on the wish list is going to be the Alocasia Bambino. It's a lot like the poly, but the leaves are smaller and thinner. Number 5 is the Peperomia Caparata Luna Red. Number 6 is the Peperomia Caparata Shishumi Red. Number 7 is the Peperomia Burbella, and this one is gorgeous. I love the coloring on this one. Number 8 is the Peperomia Santorini, another beautiful. I really love these peperomias with the ripples in them. The colors are just outstanding. I know there are other forms of peperomia, but these type of peperomias specifically really speak to me. And number 9 is the Peperomia Pink Lady. This one is absolutely gorgeous. Now, I've seen these in a few shops around, but the coloration on the ones that I've seen in the shops around me are just gross. They're very like muddled, muddy, washed out. They don't look anything like the ones in this photo. Okay, number 10 on this list is one that quite literally takes my breath away every time I see it. This is probably my number 1, followed closely by the next one, my number 1 wish list plant right now. So this is the Alocasia Dragon Scale. Look at this plant and tell me that your heart does not start racing when you see it. Do you see this plant? Because I own a few of these alocasia, like gray dragon and the black velvet, I know the leaf texture of these leaves is amazing, very sturdy. So far, I've had great luck taking care of mine, which makes me love the alocasia species even more. But this particular alocasia is to die for. I want to touch it, I want to hold it, I want to kiss it. It will be mine. Number 11 is the Alocasia Silver Dragon. Quite similar in appearance, but there is a difference. There's a lot more color in the dragon scale, but the Silver Dragon is beautiful in its own right. I mean, this is a really close tie between these two plants. This is my number 1 and number 2 for sure. There's just something about these leaves. I have to have them in my collection. Number 12 is the Philodendron Ring of Fire. I don't think that I will be able to get one of these in my collection anytime soon, but if and when I do, I feel like a piece of me will be coming home. This plant is gorgeous. I love the shape of the leaves. I love the coloration. Really appreciate the structure of this plant, and the leaf shapes does it for me. Not only is the name super cool, and that just, you know, burst of orange when the leaves first come out, it's just awesome, and I need to have it. And there's another one that's even more expensive, caramel or something. Gorgeous. Number 13 is a very plain looking plant, but it is one that I need in order to kind of complete a collection I've had going for most of my life. It's relatively new on the scene. I think it'll be easy to acquire. I'm just kind of waiting for my budget to allow. It's the Pothos Global Green. Now, I have, you know, the Golden Pothos. I have Marble Queen. I had Snow Queen, but I lost it somehow. I've got Enjoy, the Pearls and Jade, and I just added a Cebu Blue to my collection. But I really feel like I need this Global Green to, you know, feel complete. Number 14 is the philodendron micans. I just recently got into philodendron. Growing up, I always kind of thought that the heartleaf philodendron were just like a ripoff of pothos, because pothos are the plants that I've had my whole life. I have never been without a pothos, usually golden pothos or the marble queen pothos. And I always saw philodendron, heartleaf philodendron, as just like a ripoff. Like their leaves were so much thinner. I didn't really care for them. But here lately, I've really been loving them. I've got one up there that is like the lemon lime sort of, but I think it's called cordatum or cardatum. So the philodendron micans really speaks to me though. It's got like this velvet texture and the colors are absolutely gorgeous on this plant. I saw one in a shop the other day, but they wanted $65 for a small version of it. These plants are not cheap right now, and my budget just does not allow for it. That's why it's on my wish list plants and not in my collection right now. And number 15, the final plant on this list is something a little different. It's a cactus. It is the white ghost euphorbia. I love this cactus. I have a couple other cactus in my collection. I really don't like collecting the cactus that have thorns and spikes on them unless they're soft and they don't poke you. But the ones that get stuck in your finger when you accidentally bump into them, I can't handle those. But this white ghost euphorbia is gorgeous. You guys, I cannot get over it. It's very unique. I love it and I want it. I saw them a few times a few years ago and I didn't have the funds to pick them up then. They're a little more costly now, like every other plant on the market, but it's definitely something that I am going to make it a goal to obtain and add into my collection. That's it for my 2022 plant wish list. Like I said in the beginning of this video, this is not an extensive list. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below if you have any of my wish list plants in your collection. Also comment down below what your wish list plants are. I love to be in my comments and interact with you guys, so make sure you leave those comments down below, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.